Paramount is buying Warner Brothers. This is in Variety. Warner Brothers Discovery shares spike on a report that David Ellison, who of course his Skydance just bought Paramount, David Ellison's Paramount Skydance is readying an acquisition bid. And by the way, they're not wrong. Look at the stock of Warner Brothers today. Somewhere right around 10 o'clock Pacific time this morning. Look at the spike that just went up. Word got out that Paramount is looking to buy.
That's right. Paramount, now owned by Skydance, is not done eating up all the media properties quite yet. Now they're coming for Warner Brothers. Somebody better Warner Brothers. They're coming for Warner Brothers. Okay, that was cheesy. It was cheesy. But of course, this is important to us in the wrestling world because of a little company called AEW and their integration with Warner Brothers. Now, I covered this a couple months ago with Warner Brothers looking at spinning off its TV divisions and selling those and staying a movie production company and keeping Max and everything, and what that might entail for AEW because they're on the television side. Well, now we're hearing that Paramount is in play to make a bid for this company. And it's not just for the TV side, it's for all of it. The whole shebang. Check out this for more details from the John Campea Show.
This is what Variety wrote. They said the following. Shares of Warner Brothers Discovery spiked more than 20% Thursday on a report by the Wall Street Journal that Paramount Skydance is preparing a takeover bid of WBD in its entirety. Now, this is key because you guys remember a little while ago, Warner Brothers announced that they were going to split the company into two separate companies. You were going to have Warner Brothers, which was going to be the studios, HBO Max, all that kind of stuff. And then you'd have the cable television aspect of it, you know, with the TNT and CNN and all the television aspects. And they were going to be two separate companies. Well, according to this report, the takeover buyout bid from Paramount is for the whole thing. They want it all. According to the Journal report, Paramount Skydance's bid will be for Warner Brothers Discovery in its entirety, despite Warner Brothers Discovery's plans to split into two separate companies next year. The article said that the bid would be quote-unquote majority cash, but did not specify a price. Reps for Paramount Skydance and Warner Brothers Discovery did not immediately respond to Variety for requests for comment. All right. Guys, this would be the single biggest thing to happen in the world. I mean, other than, you know, pandemic shutting everything down, but this would be the absolute biggest thing to happen in the world of film and studios since Disney bought 20th Century.
So what does this mean for AEW? Well, it could mean everything, or it could mean nothing. Nothing at all. You see, Skydance has come in and they bought up Paramount, but they didn't really make any changes other than they are on the hunt to grow aggressively and acquire lots of content. This was the company that just bought the UFC, the rights to all of UFC. Every event, all the PLEs, the former PPVs, now they're PLEs, all on Paramount Plus for one flat rate. No extra cost like AEW is doing with Warner Brothers right now where, our pay-per-views are going to be on HBO Max, but, you got to pay extra for them still. No, not at Paramount, not for UFC. AEW is the only one still in the pay-per-view game at this point. TNA, I guess, too, right? But for how long? Because now Skydance, in its hunger to acquire all the media content out there, buying up Paramount, now seeking to buy Warner Brothers in its entirety. But as I said, he didn't really make any changes. He's acquiring content, he's acquiring media, but he's not the head of this thing, what's this, David something or whatever, he's the son of the Oracle founder, so there's billions of dollars in this investment here. This guy's got billions. David Ellis, that's his name. Billions to be throwing around. Bought UFC outright, basically. Didn't buy UFC, but all of their media, everything. It's going to be on Paramount Plus for the next, 7 years? Jesus Christ. So one would think that they're not going to go in and they're not going to overthrow everybody in Warner Brothers and just restaff them and change the entire direction of everything. But they could if they wanted to. And even if they decide that they don't want to, look, we like what Warner Brothers does. We want to keep Warner Brothers in, they're talking about, is this going to affect the new DC universe with the new Superman movie and Peacemaker and all that? Is all that going to go away now that this? Probably not. Probably not, because this David Ellis doesn't seem like he's not coming in and wanting to rewrite everything in his own image. He just wants to own it and consume it and just gobble it up. Just grow. The only thing that would stand in the way of this merger is if another company comes through with a higher bid, which, good luck, you're dealing with a tech billionaire. Or if the government shuts it down. But with today's government, that's probably not likely, especially because I think David Ellis was a funder to the current administration's campaign. So yeah, this merger is going to go through if they make the bid and it gets accepted. But there's one little hang up that even if they don't change anything, still could be an issue. It's the fact that they are so deeply in business with TKO, with the UFC deal. Deeply in business with it was $1.1 billion per year for 7 years. Is that what it was? Billion with a B. They're deeply invested in the UFC, which is owned by TKO. Who else is owned by TKO? Anybody? You in the back? WWE. That's right. Look at the brains on you. Smart motherfucker. Yeah. WWE. Would there be a conflict of interest if you have a multi-billion-dollar, multi-year deal with a TKO company, but you're also putting its competitor on national TV? Is there if the streaming service Paramount Plus merges with HBO Max? Can you hear the dog barking in the background? It's not my dog. I'm dog sitting. So he's apparently outraged about this whole topic. We'll try to talk over the dog here. He's quite persistent. Isn't there a conflict of interest for Warner Brothers or Paramount at that point to be continuing to do business with AEW, the direct competitor to TKO in the professional wrestling portion of this? I would think so. And even if Warner Brothers or Paramount or this David Ellis or whoever at that point doesn't really see that as an issue, I don't really see it that way. I think we can all coexist. We'll keep this little wrestling show on HBO until WWE or TKO steps in and says, hey, look, man, David, sir, friend, boss, guy, we got a lot of money going on between us, right? A real big deal between us. Billions, right? Billions of dollars. We want to keep that relationship going. We want to be happy. We want you to be happy, but we're not happy right now because one of our competitors is on your streaming service. You don't think WWE would be that petty to try to get AEW kicked off of Paramount when Paramount has a multi-billion-dollar deal with another TKO brand? I do think this could be time to worry a little bit for AEW. especially with their declining ratings and their continued violence and brutality. Look, I mean, I love a good bloody match every once in a while, but not like every week with fucking all the sick shit that Moxley does, all the weapons. It's a matter of taste, but do you want that on your television program every single week? All the time? Even if that's not an issue. I mean, the conflict of an interest is an issue. If I was TKO, I would tell Paramount I would rather not have All Elite Wrestling on the same streaming platform as one of our other brands, UFC, because it's a direct competitor, you see, to TKO as a whole. And I think Paramount would oblige, because really, what is AEW bringing to the table of Warner Brothers compared to what TKO is bringing to the table of Paramount? Now, I'm just speculating. There's no word on this. All we know for now is that Paramount is set to put in a bid on Warner Brothers, and that Paramount has that giant-ass deal with TKO. I don't know, man. You tell me how you think that plays out when the next rights deal comes. Now, they can't just necessarily kick AEW off. They might see the rest of the rights deal through, but after that, where are they going to go? And with their declining ratings, it's not going to be another major network. How are they going to sell that? And if that major network wants to research AEW and see what they're getting into, and they see all the blood and gore and violence, does a major network want to pick that up? Now, there's definitely room for AEW everywhere, but with the deals that WWE's making, that conflict of interest, like, you know, they're on Netflix, they're on Peacock. Where the fuck can AEW go at this point? It's it could be the beginning of the end. Not this year, not next year, but we could be looking at a AEW that is on its final legs here, folks. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know down in those comments below. While you're there, hit the subscribe button if you like the video. Thumbs up if you like the video. And if you really like the video, I got a book out, The Gathering, A Bold Journey into the Belly of the Juggalo Underworld. You can get it on Audible, Amazon, Kindle. Lots of great, fun wrestling content in there. It's funny. It's got a high star rating. Just check it out. You can return it if you don't like it, I think, right? Peace, love, and pizza. I am your boy, Seth Grimes. We'll continue to monitor this story, by the way, because this is ongoing. I'll keep you up to date, and we will catch you in the next video. That video there was a real slobber knocker. Head on down to the comments, put a little barbecue sauce on the like button. And while you're there, I would subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. Leave a comment. Everybody's got a fucking comment.